So you can also develop the logics by yourself as well. For example, so the first logic is that you create a sales budget. The next logical step is how much cash you will receive, because some sales are cash sales, other sales are credit sales. When the credit sales happen, maybe you don't receive cash on that month, you receive cash next month. So you need to be very careful. Here we go. So the collection policy is like that. All sales are on account, which means all sales are credit sales. And the collection policy or pattern is that 70% of the sales of that month you collect on the same month, which means you can collect the cash on the same month of the sales, 70%. 25% of that month's sales you will receive next month, right? So it means April. So 70% of the April sales you will be receiving cash, and 25% you will receive on April sales in May. So it means in March, this is also the category that 25% of March sales will be cashed in April. So be very careful here. So we are given the March data as well. Let me erase this mess here. So you see here, so the March 31st accounts receivable balance of 30,000 will be collected in full. It means in April, that 25% of March will be collected in April, which is 30,000. All you need to do is you need to make budget. The sales budget, we know that the April sales, they are 20,000 multiplied by 10, 200,000. So 70% of this 200,000 will be collected in April. 70% of 500,000 will be collected in May. 70% of this 300,000 of June will be collected in June. And April 25% gonna be collected in May, and May 25% will be collected in June, while June 25% will be collected in July. So this is not relevant. Why? Because we will be making the budget till June. So one thing is missing is that the 25% of the March, sorry about my handwriting, will be collected in April. So we do include this 25%, which is 30,000 here. So that's why it is written here that 30,000 is the 25% that will be collected in April. So where this 140,000 came from? 70% of this 200,000 will be collected in the month of sale. 25% will be collected next month. So this is 50,000 here. Guys, please, if you find any ambiguity, any confusion, please do ask. Okay, don't be confused. So similarly with the May sales, which is 500,000, so 70% will be collected in May, which is 350,000, and 25% of the May will be collected in June. So 25% here. Here we go. In June, we have a quick check. What will be the June's total cash collections? June total cash collection. Remember, June total cash collection. Here we go. The June total cash collection will be including 25% from May as well, plus June's total Sales is 300,000. 70% of 300,000 will be collected in June. So we can calculate easily. So 300,000 which is 210. And if you add it, answer would be the June's total collection, which would be 330, right? Do we have the answer here? No. What would be the total cash collection for the quarter ended? Sorry, quarter ended. So how we can calculate the quarter? We just add all the values here. You will find out easily. So in April, the cash collection would be 170,000. In May, the cash collection is 400,000. So answer would be the addition of all these. So let's see here, 905,000. Just add it here, 905,000. Right, guys? Alima, Ayan, Jackie, Stella?
Yes.
Understand? Leo?
Yes.
Minsu? William?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Right? The only trick is that you are receiving 25% of previous month's sales in your current month. So you need to be very careful about that regarding this opening balance as well. Okay, now the third logical step is that you have completed sales budget, cash collection budget, and now in order to sell those numbers of units, how many units you need to produce? Because you would be having some beginning inventory as well. So how much this month you need to produce, right? How much you need to purchase as well, right? So let's talk about this. So sales budget and expected cash collection, the milestone has achieved. Now we will be making production budget. So our production budget must be adequate to meet budgeted sale and to provide for desired ending inventory. Let's talk about this. We'll continue the same example of Royal Company. So management at Royal Company wants that ending inventory should be 20% of the following month's budgeted sales, which means April ending inventory would be based on May's 20% of May's sales, not the dollar, units, right? So on March 31st, 4,000 units were on hand. So let's talk about the budget. So we know that the sales are 20,000, 50,000, 30,000. So what is the formula for the required production? Is that so first of all, add the ending inventory, which is 4,000. Sorry. First of all, you have to sell 20,000, and from that 20,000, you need to require 20% of May's number of units, which is 10,000. So your total need that you need to produce in the month of April, 30,000. But from 30,000, beginning inventory is coming from March, which is 4,000. So your required production is 2,600. Understand, guys? How much you need to produce? You need to produce the required number of, first of all, that month's sales plus required ending inventory minus opening inventory, simple. What about the May's? 20% of this June's budgeted sale, which is 6,000, right? 6,000 units. So how much is the total requirement? 5,600. So the ending inventory in April would be the beginning inventory of May. So 46,000 units, right? So this is how you create production budget. Let me remove all this mess here. So what is the required production of May? We just calculated. It is 46,000. Right? We just solved in previous slide as well. The only trick here is that the opening inventory, or so the ending inventory of the month will be becoming, previous month will be becoming the beginning or opening inventory of next month. Similarly, this 20,000 will be the ending inventory of the beginning inventory of June as well, right? So in June, now what was the budgeted sale of July? That 20% is going to be your ending inventory here, and this ending inventory of May will be the beginning inventory of June. If you write it down here, you will find out the amount here, right? So we have assumed a figure here